Hello, it's Carrie here, and I'm so happy that you're here to join me on the final day of the 7-day movement challenge. Hope you've been enjoying it. Today is going to be very relaxing. The focus is to stretch out any residual tension in the body, to help relieve stress. We want to focus on our breathing, to calm our nervous system, and to really give some time to go inward for ourselves, for our mind, body, and heart. So a couple things that you might want. A pillow is probably a good idea, a pillow or two, and a strap. So if you don't have an official strap, a scarf would be great, or a belt. So if you need to pause and grab those items, do that. Oh, and another thing that I'm going to leave you in Savasana, final resting pose, and you may have saw a bonus meditation after this or before this, depending on how it shows up on social media. So a short meditation for you to do if you choose. So I'll leave you in a final resting pose. Once this video ends, you could just click on that and then go right into a meditation. All right, so let's get started. We're going to start in child's pose. If you have sensitive knees, you could always put something underneath your knees. You could also, rest on a pillow if you like that idea. Just like to give you some options. Otherwise, and you decide whether you want your legs close together or further apart. Hands stretch out and allow your forehead to drop onto your mat. And while we're here, we just want to focus on lengthening our breath. I may be lifting my head up, and that's only because I want to make sure that you can hear me okay. So lengthening your breath. And let's think about sending our breath to our upper body. And think about your ribs. And think about your ribs expanding as you inhale, and think about your ribs coming in as you exhale. And also just think about your back may rise as you inhale ever so slightly and lower as you exhale. So let's just really connect with the back body here as we breathe. Bringing ourselves here on our mat. This is your time to connect and relax. Couple more breaths here like that. The breath work is really important part of yoga, which is why we always start with connecting our breath first before we add in any movement or stretching. So bring your both hands over to the left side and then lower down, and you should feel a nice side body stretch in the right side of your body. Couple breaths here. On your next exhale, start to walk your hands over to the right side and lower your head down, giving yourself a nice left side body stretch. We're going to move slow and gentle today. And coming back into center and pushing yourself back up. Let's just push down into the mat for a moment and kind of round the upper back a little bit, just to get a nice stretch in the back of our shoulder blades, and you'll feel that in the shoulders as well. Excellent, release that. And let's come into the center. So you may want to sit, if you like to sit cross-legged, you may want to sit on your pillow. I prefer sitting on a block in hero's pose. So decide which way you want to sit. And we're going to stretch out, so do some wrist stretches and neck stretches. So let's just circle out our wrist here, releasing any stress from our wrists, and let's just do some shoulder rolls, nice and slow, moving with intention. So we think about our shoulders coming up, back, down, and forward. Nice. And let's go the other way. So forward, down, back, and up. And get nice, slow, deep breaths. Awesome. Lovely. So just relax that out. And let's stretch out our hands out in front of us as if though we're saying, stop. And just feel that stretch right all the way through your forearm and wrist. And this can be very different kind of a feeling for us with all that we're doing with all of our typing. And let's open up our chest and then close, keeping those palms facing forward. And if that's too much, by all means, you can bring them forward. This is a challenging stretch with those hands for those wrists. And as we're opening and closing, we're trying to keep our shoulder blades down away from our ears. And exhale as you go out, and inhale as you come in. And let's give those wrist a break. How did that feel? Good. Bring your elbows into your sides. Tuck in your thumb and cover your fingers with your thumb with your fingers, keeping your forearms straight. Come inward with your hands. And what we're trying to do here is giving a nice thumb stretch. So in our texty life, these muscles get very tight. So this is a nice stretch to do for that. Good. And release that. And elbows at the same, hands straight out. And let's just go side to side. So forearms are staying straight. And we're just going left and right with our hands, and that movement is coming from the wrists. Just stretching out those wrists that work so hard for us this week. Lovely. Now bring your hands into prayer position in front of your chest. A nice straight forearm. And let's just go side to side. Ooh, how does that feel? Waking up some muscles there, isn't it? Oh, I love the way that feels. And again, if you do a lot of computer work, these are really nice stretches to do. And just notice, how's your breathing? As you do the work, you might start to shorten your breath. So just try to lengthen it a little bit more. Good. Coming into stillness. Let's give some love to our jaw, where we often hold some tension. So maybe just massage it a little bit. And let's do something really weird. And let's just do a big open and close. And open and close. One more time. Open and close. I probably look really weird, but who cares? I'm going to let that go. And let's just go a little side to side with your lower jaw. And just notice how that's feeling for you. Good. Great. Let's do a little bit more for our shoulders and then our neck. Let's have our hands out to the side, palms facing up, and try to think about your pinky finger as though it's going towards the sky, the ceiling. So just so that you have that active engagement in your arm. And then let's tilt your head to one side and just gently forward and back. And just pay attention to what you're feeling there. So many of us hold so much tension in our shoulders and neck area that this is a nice way to help relax some of that. and coming forward, and we'll do that to the other side. And of course, if at any time the arms are feeling too much, absolutely, just lower that down. This is to feel nice. I want you to feel good with this. And then just notice if you're holding tension in your jaw again or not, and loosen that up a bit if you are. Just front and back a little bit. Okay, and bring your head back to center. You can lower those out, maybe shake those arms out a little bit. Good. Now, if you're sitting on anything, let's just move that out of the way, and we're going to come onto our back, and we're going to grab that strap. So have that strap or a scarf or belt, whatever you have handy. And we're going to make our way to our back, and we're going to give some love to our lower body here. So let's just do a hug in, and maybe you want to hug in underneath or above, and just do a little gentle rock side to side. Excellent. Now lower your left leg and hold in your right knee, and you can straighten out the left leg if that feels okay for you. And let's do some ankle circles here with that right ankle. Just do some circles one way and then the other. And then exaggerate it up and point toe. Flex and point. Excellent. Good. Now grab your strap, and we're going to stretch out our hamstring. So just put that, whatever you have, behind you, and you can again decide with your left foot whether you bring it up or it keeps it straight down. If it's down, you'll feel it a little bit more. And try to lower your shoulders away from your ears. And having a slight bend in your knees, because we don't want to hyperextend. So, and just go to your degree, wherever you may be, but keeping a slight bend in the knee. And we're just holding that there, but let's now explore and just ever so slightly go towards the right, and then bringing it slightly to the left across the body, just ever so slightly. And what we're doing here is we're just checking out our hamstrings, and we're kind of saying, hey, how you feeling? Ooh, and I notice a tight spot right here, so I'm going to hold, and I'm going to breathe into that tight spot. Holding some tension there, so let's just release that a little bit, and then maybe you want to explore a little bit more. What else you might find you do is with your each exhale, you might pull in that strap a little bit closer. Not that you have to, I'm just again giving you some options of things that you could do as you're exploring how your hamstring is feeling. Excellent. Wonderful. So let's let go of that, and we'll just we'll grab the outside of that right knee and just bringing it across, trying to keep our shoulder blades on the ground if we can, and just giving a nice stretch for the whole right side of our body. And we can stay looking up, or if you want, if it's okay for your neck, you can look to your right. And just having that right arm either goal post to the right or straight out to the side. And send some nice deep breaths into the right side of your body. And bringing yourself back up to center, and we're going to switch sides and do that on the other side. So bring that scarf, strap, belt, whatever you have. Decide whether you want to keep the right knee bent or straighten. Again, keep the little slight bend in your left knee. And just lower your shoulders away from your ears. They have a tendency to want to creep up on us. And nice, big, long inhalations and exhalations. And then you can feel free to stay still and hold there, but I'm going to just explore a little bit to the left, and then a little bit to the right, crossing my body just a little bit. Just exploring. Oh, I feel something there, so I'm going to breathe into that a little bit. And again, with each exhale, you might pull that leg in closer to you as your hamstring starts to release a little bit. Oh, I found another tight spot over here. So just explore and listen to your body. We're going inward and paying attention to what our body is telling us and what it might need in this moment. Excellent. And slowly start to release that. You can set that to the side. Grab the outside of the knee and cross your body. And again, hand out, stretch to the left or goal pose. And head straight up or looking to your left. Breathing into that left side body. Nice hip stretch as well here. Although these moves, these stretches are gentle, there's a lot going on in there all throughout the entire body. So all that fascia is connected. Nice, deep, slow breathing here. Bringing yourself back to center. Letting your legs go out. Finding your comfortable final resting pose of Savasana. Let's take a couple of long breaths here together. Big inhale. And exhale out of your mouth. Just release anything that's left in there that just wants to come out. Let's do that again. One big inhale and pause at the top, and a big exhale through your mouth and release. And now just let your breathing go to a normal state, whatever's comfortable. Maybe grab a pillow for under your head or a blanket. And this is where I will leave you, and you can decide whether you just want this video to end and you go in silence, or do you want to go do the guided meditation that I've offered as a little bonus. Enjoy.